Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Monday, December 8th, 2025. This is the last day that you'll find the NVIDIA report on our YouTube channel. We roll today to wickedstocks.com. So you can also find it at wickedstocks.com, but we're offering it this last day, December 8th. Starting tomorrow, December 9th, Tuesday, you will not find the daily NVIDIA report here on the free YouTube channel, but on the paid side at wickedstocks.com. And I want, as an incentive, we want to offer you a half off your first month if you decide to become a wickedstocks.com subscriber. You'll get your same daily NVIDIA analysis that you've been receiving now for the last few years. You also get daily Triple Q, daily SPY analysis, 2 stock picks every single week. We've been hitting it out of the park with our stock picks the last year or two. Also, weekly Apple, weekly S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100 analysis. So if you go to the payment gateway, you'll have a coupon code WICKED50. You type in WICKED50 and you'll get half off your first month. You'll also get the 5-day free trial. So, you can check everything out for 5 days, and if you don't like it, you can back out for no cost to you whatsoever. If you stick around, you'll get half off your first month as an incentive to come over to wickedstocks.com and check us out. Let's move on to the charts. A big picture still, 192.31, that channel bottom we settled below 3 weeks ago, is still our resistance through the rest of December, once tested, or you could say below which, anticipating 164.37 within several weeks of testing 192.31. 164.37 is a more significant structure. It spans, 8 months of activity, can absorb selling not only through the rest of December, but really through the first quarter, because from here we can round up, and within 2 to 3 months of testing 164.37, this market can make its way to new highs into the 219 to 229 region. There's several wave counts in this zone that may exhaust the market on a monthly, possibly quarterly basis. If we close above 192.31 this week on Friday, then we are no longer anticipating the mid 160s, but rather new highs. Within a month or two of closing above 192.31, I would expect 219.64, and that is once again all the way up to 228.94, an area that can contain buying pressures on a monthly, possibly quarterly basis. Downside, and I don't see it this week, but if we were to close below 164.37, we enter a 2 to 3 month sell signal that I would expect to yield a 121.83 2-year channel bottom. I consider 121.83 to be the base of trend support for NVIDIA through 26, above which we can continue pushing on to new highs. We can continue this higher high, higher low pattern. If we take out 121.83, I think we'll probably take out 86.62 within several months, and even possibly lower. So does not look good for NVIDIA if we were in the coming half year or so to close below 121.83, an event that I am not expecting. So we're now going to move on to the daily chart and show the exact same structures here in the low 190s to mid 160s. 164.09 is the channel base on the daily chart. 191.43 is the channel's support, now resistance on the daily chart. So selling the low 190s, buying the mid 160s is a 2 to 3, 3 to 5 week swing traders dynamic. Inside of that, we have what I would call anywhere from 3 to 5 days to 1 to 2 weeks swing trade, where you could buy 176.88 and from here round up into the low 190s within a week or two of testing 176.88. A 1 to 2 week swing trade to the downside presents itself with a settlement below 176.88. So 176.88 is your pivot point inside of this wide range that we find ourselves between the mid 160s and the low 190s. Moving on to this chart, it is about the same. I'm looking for any new information. 176.88 downward pivot point. This trend line, by the way, not labeled as 182.94. I do believe we do label it here. Yes, same exact structure, 182.94. I'm just going to go back to this chart. 182.94 is your resistance for the day. It may contain daily highs. I've got it intraday only. We could bump this up to a session containment level perhaps, but I do like this channel structure as a support level more than I like the 182.94 as resistance. Don't ask me why, but 182.94, I'm moving around here, I understand that. 182.94 can contain intraday buying pressures, and yes, below which 176.88 is in reach over the next day or two. If we do close above 182.94 today, we should, I don't know, by the end of this week. We're getting into the holidays and volatility is constrained, but yes, we could see a 3 to 5 day pop into the low 190s. A lot going on in the low 190s. We also, obviously have this channel bottom here at 191.43, but of equal significance, I think, in terms of its pivot point quality is 192.61. So this is a solid zone to sell into through the rest of December, and we can find ourselves lower into the mid 160s, as I've already said, over the following 3 to 5 weeks. But if we can close above 192.61, then the low is good through January. I would expect within 3 to 5 weeks of closing above 192.61 to 14.78. This structure very close to 219.64, able to contain buying on a monthly basis. So closing above 192.61, a 3 to 5 week objective at 214.78. Until then, we can push into this low 190s and fall back into the mid 160s within 3 to 5 weeks, as outlined earlier. And once again, we've got 176.88 as our downward pivot point for the week. So, that 176.88 level, you can buy this, day traders, 3 to 5 day swing traders, and those of you looking for the 1 to 2 week swing trade, because from here we can make our way into the low 190s. Once again, it would be a settlement above this 182.94 trend line that should mark a good low for the week. The low 190s in reach then by the end of next week or sooner. Inversely, closing below 176.88 does pivot the market south. As we continue through the week and into next, I think within a week or two of closing below 176.88, we find ourselves at 164.09. So if you're, a 1 to 2 week swing trader, your pivot point is 176.88, above which the low 190s remain in reach. We don't have a clear indication of it, but just know that holding above 176.88 will allow the low 190s over the next week or two, closing below 176.88, the mid 160s within a week or two. I think that pretty much covers it. Check out wickedstocks.com. This is the last NVIDIA report that you'll find on YouTube for free. We will be covering NVIDIA on a broad brushstroke basis within our Mag 7 series that you'll probably watch anyway. So you can get your kind of basic NVIDIA analysis on our YouTube channel by going to the Mag 7 every week, where you'll also get, obviously, Amazon and Alphabet and Meta, et cetera, et cetera. But if you want the fine-tuned analysis that you've been accustomed to for the last couple of years, go to wickedstocks.com, check us out, take advantage of our 5-day free trial, and take advantage of our 50% off your first month that expires later today. It ends on Tuesday. So I think at midnight, our system is set for this coupon to go off. It is now on. You can use it at any time, and I invite you to do so. I'll be back, of course, tomorrow with Tuesday's Tesla report, but NVIDIA will be on our wickedstocks.com page. You have a great day.